ready to go. And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. And that one fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him swinging. And one gone.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And next for the Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2.
To the right side. Corner. Throws to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first. 2 outs. Base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Fought off foul.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Devers at second with 2 down. Good job to fight that one off. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 hit, 1 left. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Here at Wrigley Field, Swanson digs in. Pidaicha back to work. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
Just missed. On the ground to third, but it kicks foul. The lefty fires. Pitch misses. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Tristan Casas in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. One out, bases empty. Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Wilyer Abreu at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That's outside, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. Struck him out looking, and he strikes out the side here in the second. Nothing doing for Boston. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at the friendly confines. At the plate, Ceddanne Rafaela. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Comes up empty.
No balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Pidaichuk has this one sized up, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Standing up, the catcher, number 5,
C.J. Stubbs digs in now. Stubbs with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. A little out front there as he swings through it.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Just missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Duran stands in now and watches strike 1. Inside. And now it's even 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox go down quietly. Still looking at that. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. On to the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
This one in the air. Shaw drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Devers now doubled his first time. On the ground, Allen tosses to first, and Devers is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground.
Got it.
And that is that. And we're back. And here comes Dansby Swanson.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Pidaicha back to work. The big behind with that swing. It's strike one. Swanson, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and they traded for him earlier this year. And a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Swings through that.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's exactly what a good 2-strike splitter will do. Duck right under the bat path and that last 15 to 20 feet or so, and at that point, it's just too late to do anything about it as a hitter. Really nice pitch.
1-1-1.
This ball's chopped on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagining running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Swings and misses. No balls, two strikes. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
And now the catcher comes up to him. C.J. Stubbs. And first offering is fouled off.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But Yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the Freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Duran in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Next pitch just misses. And the count is 1-2. Slow roller up the middle. Allen. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Now, Masataka Yoshida. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Inside.
Duran leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Snap throw to first. And he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Red Sox lead 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Up the middle. In time to Bush. And Devers is set down. Now it's Alex Bregman. 0 for 2 in this one. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one just misses. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Dansby Swanson stands in. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Trevor McGill.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Pidaicha pitched 7 scoreless and had double digits. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab here, Alex Pedaicha.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left, and it stays fair.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Fought off foul. Edman went deep in his most recent game. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in there. Freeman aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Betts gets out of the way. That's ball 1.
1 ball.
Man at first,
strike.
1 away. On the ground, could be 2. Corner over to second, on to Bush. It's a double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Back here at the friendly lines. Now here is Shohei Ohtani. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was. Well, Boog, with Ohtani on the mound today, you think about how big of a star he's become in the U.S., but his dog, Decoy, stole the show away from his master when he was being awarded his 2nd MVP. It's just so darn cute.
Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that is out of play.
Ohtani's dog is so popular now, the U.S. ambassador to Japan gave Decoy a fake visa as a present during a visit with Shohei. His passport and control info were listed as MVP pup and good boy. Tell you what, Decoy is living the dream.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Two down, bases empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. There's a strike at the knees.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And there's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first, and they get the out on Smith. Pedaicha back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Pedaicha, the former rookie of the year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a 2-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll get down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Crow Armstrong pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now it's Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That misses. Ball one. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Next offering is in for a strike. Torres, the base runner at first with one out. And it's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So the batting order turns over. And here's Freddie Freeman. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. Now he breaks his bag. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, 2 outs. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1. And fouled off. Way out front for strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Two outs. Out towards right center field. Yastrzemski sizes this one up. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That's in for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And a pitch. And Mookie takes.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
On the ground to third. Shaw. And Betts is gone. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Foul ball there.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That was a nice sequence for the quick strikeout. Change speeds with each pitch, splitter, fastball, splitter, and that leaves you kind of shaking your head as a hitter heading back to the dugout. Sometimes all you can do is tip your cap because unless you're guessing one of those, you're stuck in the middle, and it becomes very tough to put a good swing on the ball, let alone make contact.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Back to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Just missed. Smith measures 5 feet 10 inches, 30 years old now, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a strike in there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the air, center field. Cole Armstrong should have it. Brings it in, and there's 1 down. Now the left fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Smith, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I'll tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. He's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. 0-1. Sneaks through, base hit. The relay throw. He's in there.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Pidaicha back to work. To the right side, Horner. On to first.
That's an out.
And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one fouled off.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Ohtani in the box lays off for ball 1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Strikeout number 8. Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one in the air. Sanchez gets under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here's Gleyber Torres. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
And that one missing low.
1-1.
Hard hit left side. DeYoung throws to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th. Seiya Suzuki steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking. Jose Alvarado comes on now.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard. And you
Alex Pedaicha, the league strikeout king, getting ready for this one. He's been dominant on the mound all season long. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. And into the box for Baltimore, Luis Vasquez. Pedaicha, the rookie of the year from a year ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a 2-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Dom Smith stands in. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Right through there, got him. And 1 out now.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Gunnar Henderson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He got away with 1 there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Now the batter now, Colton Cowser. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 1 hit is all they. And we're back. And now the DH, Kobe Mayo. Pidaicha back to work. Fought off foul. Pidaicha, a tall lefty, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's down and away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Next one misses. 2-0. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one to first, and it's through for a hit.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's one.
He's out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So next to hit for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Grichuk off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to third, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends. Set for the bottom of the third, and into the box for Baltimore, Von Bastar. In there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
In the air to left, down the line. Alcantara puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Now it's Dominic Smith. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside low, 1-2 the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him. Ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
You know, these Orioles, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
wind of the pitch. Up the middle to Young. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Now at the plate, Colton Cowser. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. This one popped up. Young.
I got it.
He's got it. 2 down. And next for the Orioles, Kobe Mayo. He's 0 for 1. And delivers outside. There's a strike.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swings and misses. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Adley Rutschman. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Pidaicha back to work.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Randall Grichuk now 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. On the ground, out to short. To Young. Throws to first. And a couple of quick outs. Now here is Heston Kjerstad. It's softly on the ground, left side. And that's just foul.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom of the 6th inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Von Bastar. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that puts him just 1 K away from 200 on the year.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play. And I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Smith in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. That one finds the zone, and the count is
No
0-2.
balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. On the ground to third. Jumps, throws, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Bottom of the inning, and down to shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. The Orioles in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Bouncer to second, Horner. The throw to first, and a quick out, number 1.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Shaw sends it across to first, and a couple of quick outs. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and it's a 3. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Pidaicha back to work. Swing and a miss.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him looking. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. So next to him for Baltimore, Randall Grichuk. He's been a great free agent sign.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swing and a tapper. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Swing and a ground ball. In time to Bush, and the Orioles set down. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And
Alex Pidaicha. All right, ready to go here. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. That one finds the zone, and we are underway. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the top of the first. Here's Garrett Hampson. Swing and a pop-up. Horner. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one catches the zone. 0-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
this guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. End of a half inning of play. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Pedaicha, the reigning rookie of the year. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a two-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. But he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him swinging.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Austin Riley now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is in for a strike. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
The 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Second inning here, no score. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs. Popped up. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Pedaicha back to work. Fought off foul. Profar, who hails from Curacao. Same place that produced Andrew Jones. There's a strike. The 0-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Top of the third, no score. Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. That one pushed to the left and foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order, go the Braves. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that one popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One away. And stepping in is the speedy Garrett Hampson. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
0-2.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. So 12 up. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. That's in there. Strike 1. Olson, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Big swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Riley swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. There's the swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out, base is empty. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. First time up was a pop out. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Yeah, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. Braves go down quickly here. Still no score. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton all set for the start of the inning. Here's Profar now. And that's in for a strike.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Here's Jared Kellner. Struck out swinging his first time. There's a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some raw on it, finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you drive back to the dugout.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Just misses with that one. That one 95 to finish him off.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
That's a strike.
0-2.
Right through there, got it. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So he's back here at the friendly confines. We go to the top of the seventh. Digging in, Michael Harris II. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one fouled off. On the ground, and it goes just foul. On the ground to third, Shaw. That's the first out, the top of the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And a foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases. The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Cut on and lifted in the air for Armstrong. Sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. We're at the top of the eighth, and here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Good job to fight that one off.
Also really good at that. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Just missed.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him! And the hits just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now.
simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Puts it away for the out. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Outside. 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swung on, popped up on the infield. DeYoung makes the grab, and that's the inning. Pidaicha piled up the strikeouts over 8 shutout innings on the hill.
I feel for the other team, Boog.
And stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. Down the middle for a strike. And we're underway. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. And today is draft day, singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize, because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team and have the opportunity to pursue your dream.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Misses, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning going. Ketel Marte up to the plate. There's the strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
DeYoung. They take the force out. That's the third out. So back here at the friendly confines. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That one fouled off. Gurriel launched a homer in his most recent game. Gurriel gets a piece. Kicks and fires. And a ground ball to first. And it gets by him.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Gabriel Moreno in the box now. No balls and a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eye.
DeYoung brings it in. That's out number 2. Blaze Alexander getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And there's a ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. On to the third inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jordan Lawler. Pidaicha back to work. On the corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
McCarthy batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. 1 out, bases empty. Look out. That fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. This is Corbin Carroll. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first.
Nope.
It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
McCarthy, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man at first, 1 away. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. And that is out of play. Vladdy was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. Vlad swings, drives one deep left field. Hernandez drop step going back. Off the scoreboard and out of here. A mammoth blast to right. That'll fire up the dugout. His 26th of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Here's Ketel Marte out to short. Sends it across the first. They get the out on Marte. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Throws to first in time, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Digging in, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Yastrzemski hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for Arizona, Josh Smith. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Blaze Alexander.
And that's in for a strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Man at first. Now up next for Arizona, Jordan Lawler. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. There's a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3. So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy stands in now. Runner takes off. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Allen makes the grab for the second out. So up next, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That's through there for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. He goes down looking. One hit, one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Pidaicha back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Marte batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Just misses. And that is ball 1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Yastrzemski sizes this one up. And it's caught for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Gurriel gets a piece. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. New arm out of the bullpen, Tyson Miller.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Pidaicha with
Number 1, Alex Tonight.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, Luis Arraez stands in.
Luis Arraez.
Fastball for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And the 0-2. Swings and misses. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Rooker now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Devers, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. That one just missing inside. Now 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Slow roller to third. Arenado over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across here this half. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The NL is on top 7-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Walker.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. Well, I'm a little biased towards the American League, having spent my entire career on that side of things, but you got to tip your cap to the National League All-Stars today. They came out knowing that they had a tough opponent on the other side. They gave the fans a nice show, but they go back into the clubhouse with the W.
Alex Pidicha, the league leader in wins, preparing to take the hill. Can the ace deliver another gem in this one? It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Alex Pidicha. Safe to say he's pretty stingy, Chris.
Indeed, his walks and hits per innings pitched is ridiculously good. I mean, when you look at the rest of the league, this guy never works out of the stretch. He's always in his windup, probably feeling pretty comfortable, getting the baseball, going right after hitters, limiting hard contact, and having good defensive work behind him.
Just off the outside edge. Going to count 1 and 2. And delivers outside. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And it's fouled away. Bohm with a homer in his last game.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 outs. Cut on and lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Kyle Tucker. First offering, and it just misses.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
On the ground. In time to Bush. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Pidicha, the former Rookie of the Year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a 2-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. 1 out, bases empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We play 2 as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the DH, Weston Wilson. Pidicha back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Goes down looking. And here is Sosa to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. And a strike on the outside edge. Up the middle, Horner on the run, sends it over to first. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
In the air, right field, Yastrzemski. Then there's 2 away. Trey Turner with a chance now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Foul ball. Turner with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. That's through there for a strike.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh.
Sosa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So 1 hit. Bottom 4, and here comes Alec Bohm.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers. Well, these Phillies, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Harper, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. On the ground to first, but it kicks foul. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And first offering is fouled off. Tucker with some new hardware on the mantle after winning this year's All-Star MVP award. And a swing and a miss.
The All-Star MVP award is bigger than fans might realize. More than half of the first 40 players to win it wound up in the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying...
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. On the ground, right side. On to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Now here's Jake Bauers.
Jake Bauer.
And that's in for a strike. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through that.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. In time to Bush, and a couple of quick outs. So digging in, Weston Wilson.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive.
Well, we'll hold that thought, as that's the 3rd out. And welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss.
You know, these Phils just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Out towards right center field. Corrals it. And there's one down. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Flied to right his first time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Got him swinging.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And, you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
DeYoung throws to first in time. And they get Turner for the out. And the inning is back at Citizens Bank Park. Bottom of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Alec Bohm. Pidaicha back to work. That one fouled hard the other way. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Foul ball there. And a 1-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Just missed.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Phillies trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. His home and away splits there. Horner tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the bottom of the 8th. Now, Nick Castellanos. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Got him swinging. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Jake Bowers stands in for the Phillies. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
To the right side. Corner. On the run, throw to first.
Yep,
on the money, nice play. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
No, that's high.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Clips the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Next offering is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Quickly go the Phillies. They trail it here 3-0. Pedicha with his 20th win of this season, and that's a pretty rare accomplishment these days.
Yeah, it's definitely rare.
And welcome. All right, ready to go here. And here is Joe McFarland. Little chopper rolls foul.
First pitch, 120.
Nope, that's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And it remains 2-2. Pedicha was recently in the All-Star game for the first time. A nice career achievement.
1-1-1.
Up the middle, corner. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Now the batter now, Brenton Doyle. And a ground ball to first. And he just beats him to the bag, gets the out. He wins the foot race there. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Shaw makes the grab, and that's the inning. We head to the second inning, set to go. Here's Michael Tolia. Pedicha back to work. Right side, corner. Over to first, 1 out in the second. Ezekiel Tovar will hit next. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
1 out, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Going to count 1-2. On the ground to the left. Shaw. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, I believe we talked about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Number 82 now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the offense. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's going to be number 28. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pedaicha, the rookie of the year from a year ago, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a 2-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. That's off the inside corner, and now it's even 1-1. That one fouled off. And now the lefty swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Casey Schmidt now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. To the right side, and a foul ball. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This to center field. Alcantara racing over to make the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. 9 straight retired here to start the game. Here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Joe McFarland. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Shaw brings it in, and there's one down. So digging in, Brenton Doyle. Just missed. Doyle, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Hernandez snags it for the 2nd out. And now here is Michael Tolia. Right through there for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So 1 hit is all they get for midway. Back here at the friendly confines. And now Ezekiel Tovar. Pidaicha back to work. Yeah, there's the strike.
All these Rockies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore.
That's a ball.
They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Foul ball. Got him swinging.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Number 82 stands in now, looks at that one inside. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Comes up empty.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times. So I'd say that's pretty effective.
Allen. Glove flip to second. On to Bush. It's a double play. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Cubs 3 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. And it's fouled away. The Cubbies leading by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Inside, just missed. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Alcantara grabs it on the run. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. And that one is lifted in the air. Yastrzemski, long run on his horse. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
McMahon, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Swinging a foul straight back. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Makes the grab on the run. And welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Pidaicha back to work. And a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
On the ground. In time to Bush. One up, one down. Next for the Rockies is the DH. 0 for 2 in this one. This one in the air. Bush.
Got it.
They got it for out number 2.
The batter number 10. Second base.
2 down, bases empty. So in now for Colorado, Casey Schmidt. That's off the mark,
outside.
and that's ball 1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to first on the run. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
No ball, 2
He
strikes.
finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. 8 innings, 8 zeros.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Tyson Miller taking over on the mound.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Pidaicha. Alex Pedaicha, the lead. Up now for Washington, Jacob Young. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball right side. Allen tosses to first.
Got him,
and the first out of the game is an easy one. And here's the DH for Washington, Stone Garrett. And there's a strike.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. One out, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Shaw brings it in, and there's two down. Here's the left fielder, James Wood. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
That's excellent location for a pitch like that. It looks like it's going to be a strike, and then it just runs in on the hands. So if you can command it and hitters have to respect it, just keep going in there until they make you make an adjustment.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swings and misses. And his season of strikeouts continues with number 250. Nationals go quietly. Now the Cubbies. Top of the second. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Luis Rengifo. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Slings to first, one up, one down. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Pedaicha, the reigning rookie of the year. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a two-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. Swing and a ground ball. Takes it himself. And that quickly 2 away. And now up for Washington, Dylan Cruz. This one in the air. Ballesteros under it. Makes the grab. And that is that. Offense. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Pedaicha back to work. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1.
Well, these Nats definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Stepping in, Siebert King. Foul ball there. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. 3 up. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jacob Young. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Late that time, it's strike 2. 1-2. Goes down looking.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
And now, James Wood. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Wood, 23 years old. And he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Cut on and lifted in the air.
I got it.
Brings it in. And that'll do it. So 12 up. We go to the top of the 5th. And here is Luis Rengifo. And that one is inside.
You know, these Nationals, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way. He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Ruiz in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. The Nats yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
Got him swinging. And now the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. 0 for 1 so far. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
1 ball.
2 down,
No
nobody
strike.
on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Inside, just missed.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And a swing and a miss.
has been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Swings through that.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Chop to the right side. Allen. On to first. Nats go down 1-2-3. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Pidaicha back to work. And that one fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Just off the outside corner. And it's 1-2. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And now here is Andres Chaparro.
0-1.
Just missed. The Nationals trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
King in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. So he's perfect through 6. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swings through that one for strike 1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield. Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
One down, base is empty.
Ball 2. 2 balls. No strike.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. This one popped up. Allen. 2 down.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Out to short to Young. Zips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
So, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. And strike one to the catcher. Did they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. So just 4 more outs to get through. And the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Cruz now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon boot. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. Tyson Miller comes on now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because
back here in Milwaukee, and on the hill for the Cubs, Alex Pedaicha.
well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Swing and a miss.
And
it's a ball and a strike. Yelich recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Way out front for strike 2.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Out to short to Young. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good strong throw to still get the out.
Turang starting up the middle at second. 26 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2018. Popped up middle of the diamond. Pedaicha makes the grab. 2 away. And now it's William Contreras. Ground ball right side. In time to Bush. And Milwaukee is set down in. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. He swings and fouls one off. That's to third. In time to Bush. That's one out the bottom of the second. Here's C.J. Abrams now.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Pedaicha, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a 2-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter.
0-2 is the count.
The wind and the pitch. Stays alive. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Joseph Ortiz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Struck him out looking. Brewers go down. Back here at American Family Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Luis Lara. Pedaicha back to work. That one fouled off. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid my brother had that ball cap and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B. But very, very cool.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Puts it away for the out. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Chris, where does this Brewers glove logo rank for you all time?
I'd say for me, it's right there in the top 5. I mean, their logos and everything is sort of your personal experience, but ball caps that we had around the house, Montreal Expos growing up, Milwaukee Brewers, that Philadelphia Philly where the red was a deeper red, more of that burgundy. But those were just iconic logos. And so because of that early impression, they stay in my top 5.
I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW Eau Claire created it. It is super creative. And I think, oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively. And a look at those numbers. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. This is Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. The Brewers hitless so far in the game. Outside low. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball,
From a
2 strikes.
pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's going to be Jackson Chourio. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, these Brewers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Foul ball. Next offering is foul back. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lifted in the air, right center field. Yastrzemski. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So 5. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Pedaychuk back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Next offering is downstairs.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
So up next, Aiden Miller. Lied out his first time. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now, Blake Perkins. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Brewers yet to pick up a hit here. Just
Nope,
missed.
that's the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Cubs 6. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that is out of play.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Quickly in an
No
0-2
ball, 2
count,
strikes.
you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryce Terang. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
And that's a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And a ground ball to first. And he's safe at first. That's their first hit of the ball game. So man aboard. Next for the Brewers, William Contreras. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Man at first, 1 away. Got him. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And there's a foul ball. Terang, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Nabs it, and that is that. Another frame. Jose Alvarado on to pitch here.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups.